Gotta do that. They're recording now. That was stupid of me. I forgot to did the recording before I actually started the quest series. Well, anyways, it was only pointing me towards what was to come, so I didn't miss much, thankfully. You also missed me failing at PV. I forget I can fly. What the hell am I doing? Fly! Oh, if only you were still alive, Inspector. You know how to stop these zombies. Ah, you there. Could it be? You come now for your services to me? Oh, but where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. Ahem. My name is Nashu, Agent of Inquiries, Extraordinary Inspector. Extraordinary, I think it was actually meant. At least that's what I'm trying to be. It's not quite as easy as he made it look. Inspector Hildebrand was a great man, a real Eorzean hero. We traveled the world, me and him, solving cases and thwarting evil. No matter the mystery, you could always count on the Inspector to solve it with grace and style. But then there was the final case. The case of the century, he called it. How to stop the Red Moon from destroying the world. To save us all, he flew into the sky, and all I could do was watch. But then he came back down, and he the echo. It's all a joke. A big funny joke, right, Inspector? Any moment now you'll burst out of the ground and shout, "Surprise! Had you fooled, eh?" And we'll laugh. And laugh. Hildebrand Manderville, beloved son. They say no one remembers the warriors of light. Their names, their faces are all gone forever. But I remember you, Inspector. No gentleman hero, no. Gentleman hero Hildebrand. You could never be the hero you were, but I'll do my best to try. I'm not sure, Inspector Extraordinaire. Will carry on your legacy. So I told myself, well, Nashu, there must be a leader, a head zombie who tells the rest what to do. Therefore, all we need to do is kill him. Again, that is. Unfortunately, I don't know where he is or how to find him. But now that you're here, my faithful assistant, you can try the one good idea I've come up with so far. If you go to where these dapper zombies were last seen in southern Thanalan, you might find them, and then you could become their friend and ask to meet their leader. Yes, that's sure to work. I don't know about that. So I did run into this before. If you guys remember way back when. Okay, I could just... I'm not gonna waste my money. So, I did encounter this fate before. Problem is, this fate shows up randomly. And this is, like, the only time they do this for any quest, thankfully. Because it's on the... it's based on the actual in-game time. So there will be a fate at some point that will spawn around this area. And... yeah, I did run into it a lot earlier than I was supposed to. That's why I remember running away from it. But it plays the Final Fantasy III battle music. Yeah, it's like right here. Because it's like right by this town. I do remember that part. Oh, did it spawn? Yes, it did! Nice! So, a band of zombies has been exhibiting uncharacteristically civilized behavior lately, which has greatly unnerved the people of Thailand. Dispatch the dapper undead for the benefit of the living. Oh, god damn it. Imaja. Get out of here. Get away from me, seriously! Oh crap, stunned me! I actually came here in time, thankfully. I failed? Oh. How did I fail that? I don't understand. If it was on a strict time limit, I blame the fucking Amaljo. Those assholes ended up aggroing me in the middle of the damn fate. Oh, now you guys get to see the annoying part about this. I thought I was going to have it easy, but apparently not. This is the only time this happens in the whole quest line, by the way. Thankfully, again, state that again, because holy shit, man. This is annoying, because, like, literally waiting for this fate to spawn is a pain in the ass. I don't know when the fate spawns. I could look it up actually. Yeah, let me look it up. Seriously, nobody has a timer on this? What the hell, dude? I was seeing comments of people complaining about the fate, like, way back then when it first came out. Okay, it spawned again. I think they did change it so that, when you arrive, it's, I guess I just keep killing them until I complete it. Again, I guess I get what they were going for. They were trying to make it a community thing, but it sounds good on paper, but the execution is terrible. It was terrible. I think they just made it now spawn when you come here. So, they did make it better. I think the original intent was to make it like a multiplayer thing, but nowadays people don't really play it multiplayer anymore. Pretty much soloing this shit. Alright, well, we did that. So all we need to do is head straight back to Camp Drybone. Or, sorry, the Lich Yard, I think. Sec. Make sure everything's alright. There we go. Alright. Let's go back to Nashu. Did you find the zombies? You did? That's wonderful. I've been busy too. The head zombie will rue the day he meets me. You'll see. So tell me, what did you learn? I got this parchment. Oh, so you weren't able to make new friends. That's a shame. This parchment. This is a map of Sagoli Desert. There's a spot marked here in the south. And look, there's something written here. A gentleman is rather than does. That sort of reminds me of, well, no matter. Let's see where this map takes us, assistant. Onward to the Sagoli. Alright. I think I can change that back to local time. all the way to the south. I don't think I misread the map. Maybe they're just shy, though. I say we call out to them and let them know we come in peace. And when the leader shows himself, we strike. A gentleman is... Damn it, I didn't read it. Ugh, I just clicked. Ugh. Who summons the dead gentleman? They live, and we hunger. My brothers, lend me your ears. A gentleman does not dine upon his guests. Spare these two fair ladies your mastications. Withdraw, I say, and harass them no more. Pond in the sky, look! It's a bird! No, it's an airship! No, it's the inspector! We hear and we obey. It is you! It really is you! I knew nothing could kill the great Inspector Hildebrand. Hildebrand? Who is this Hildebrand of whom you speak? My name is Zombiebrand, devourer of brains, undead overlord extraordinaire. What are you saying? You're not an undead overlord, you're a gentleman inspector. Inspector Overlord. Inspector Overlord. Oh, Inspector, you're just confused is all. Don't worry, I'll knock some sense back into that noggin of yours. Stay your hand, milady. You know not what you do. Even if I were the esteemed gentleman you purport me to be, the concussive force of that blast is more likely to liquefy my... If crashing into the ground made you forget, then an explosion of equal force ought to make you remember. I'll save you, Inspector, or kill you trying. See? Even you acknowledge the possibility that this plan will result in my... death. Normally, I would applaud your ingenuity, Nashu, but I would would have preferred that you found a more elegant solution. Ah, he remembers me. Inspector Hildebrand remembers me. Yes, I remember you, my faithful assistant. What I do not quite remember is how I came to be here. Ah, it's such a wonderful dream. You slew a dragon and... What is this place? For that matter, who am I? Oh my god. Hi, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have awoken at last. I always knew you'd come back to us. Be it Red Moon or Black Dragon, no fiend is a match for my legendary might. And who might this fine lady be? Could she perhaps be one of my many Oh, but what is this faint tingling sensation in my arm? This ringing in my ears, this dizziness. Could it be a case? And that is one of many side quests in this quest line. Verily, it could be naught else. Somewhere nearby, dastardly doings are afoot, and only I can thwart them. Copious quantities of sand, unbearable heat. Aha! The Sigilli Desert! I'd bet my life on it. Which means Ul'dah is but a short trek away. Yes, it all fits. Only the den of what is that word? I can't read it. Iniquity. Oh, iniquity. Oh. Iniquity could so violently trigger my keen investigator's sense. Fear not, law-abiding citizens. Inspector Hildebrand shall soon deliver you from evil. Alright, where did you really just dash all the way over to Ul'dah? Damn. You got some legs on you. Beg your pardon. You wish to speak me as... I wish to question me as to the whereabouts of that deviant running about town dressed in rags? Do I look like a reporter for the Mithril Eye? I do not consort with perverts. Oh. Huh? I mean, true, he's kinda in rags right now. What? You're looking for a half-naked Highlander? What, like to catch criminals? I think I'd remember a thing like that. If you do manage to find this inspector friend of yours, tell him to do something about the that goddamn duelist. Me meets Pa's cousin's kid's best friend lost his blade the other day to that bastard. It's like a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend situation there. Sorry, lass, but if it's information you want, so you'd you'd be served best by going to Wyman. The only rumor I've heard are those about the weapon thief. He calls himself a duelist, or so I hear. But when you don't allow your opponents, to refuse, well. I take it you've dealt with that zombie problem, eh? So do tell, just why were they dressing up like dandies? Wyman! Hey, Wyman! Oh, almighty, bugger me with a bleeding spear! The dead have risen, and they're walking the streets of Ulda! No need for melodrama, my good man. As you can see, reports of my death were greatly exaggerated. It's true, he's not a zombie. I checked. Aye, you do seem to be hale and hearty. Which, begs the question. How in the seven hells did you survive that fall? I question divine providence. What matters is that Eorze's champion has returned, and that he, and by that I mean I, shall bring this thieving duelist to justice. Heard about that, did you? Might be harder than you think. Even I've got no inkling of that fellow's current whereabouts. Inconceivable! I refuse to believe that the ever-inquisitive, ever-ambitious, ever-reliable Wyman is without a single shred of information, even one of dubious relevance. Well, I make no promises, mind you, but there was some talk of a fair maiden that said her most. This knave assaulted a young woman as well. The audacity! I should fly to her side at. Why, if it isn't the lady from the Sogoli? A serendipitous encounter indeed. Unless you too seek the belligerent duelist. Capital! It will be invigorating to engage in a friendly battle of wits. Already the spirit of competition fills me. Come, Nashu, we must away! Damn it, Hildy. I ain't told you the lass's name yet. Well, Sifwin, you might as well go after him. You'll be disappointed if you don't. The lady in question is named Yellow Moon. She's a woman with a taste for the finer things in life. Safe to say you'll find her getting fitted for something in the Weavers Guild most every day. Good luck with the inspecting, Inspector. Alright. So I actually have not seen like this full side quest as well. So this is gonna be somewhat new to me. I've seen like little bits and pieces of it, so I know some things. Wait, what am I doing? I need to go to a teleport thingy. So I gotta go to the Weavers Guild. I need an 8th rate shard. I think it's like right there. Yeah, it's right there. Alright. My beloved pure heart was unlike any wand you've ever seen. Elegant, refined, the perfect accessory for any cultured woman. You will bring it back to me, won't you? A priceless possession callously ripped from the hands of its owner. The lady weeps, and the wind bears her sorrow to his ears. What gentleman could hear this clarion call and not beg the honor of championing her cause? I can't talk today. What in the world? I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, shall scour all creation from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for your pure heart. What he said. What he said. And you, my fellow servant of justice, I see your instincts are not to be underestimated, having guided you to this fair maiden's side. Now then, Miss Moon, what can you tell us of the theft? Theft, sir, to be precise. My pure heart was only the most recent item to be taken from me. I'm certain I had it when I left home the other day, after I browsed the latest fashions at Sunsilk and took in a match at the Coliseum. I realized it was gone. So the time and location of the theft are unknown. Essential details, without which we cannot solve the case. There is but one logical course of action. Miss Moon, to coax the hidden clues from your memories, we must reenact the fateful day's excursion to Sunsilk Tapestries. I guess not a bad idea. Oh wait. Where's the teleporter? Just go back to the 8th, right? I think that's the closest location? Yeah. Okay, or I can walk through that. Okay, cool. Miss Moon, would you be so kind as to describe your visit in detail on the day in question? Nothing unusual happened, but if you insist. I was pondering whether or not to purchase a new dress, and when a man approached me and confessed his undying love. What sort of man says that to a complete stranger, I ask you? Naturally, I was taken aback. I dropped my purse. In shock, not intentionally on his foot, and he cried out in pain and fled. If I may be so bold, Miss Moon, that strikes me as a most unusual happening. In any case, it appears to be completely unrelated to the theft. Let us next proceed to the Coliseum and see what you remember. Oh, the Coliseum's over here. Alright. I'm running! Once again, Miss Moon, if you would be so kind as to tell us what you remember. Well, like before, nothing unusual happened. I felt like gambling that day and was debating which match to observe when a gladiator approached me from behind and confessed his undying love. Naturally, I was taken aback. I whirled about and struck the man in the face with my purse. In shock, not intentionally. Unfortunately, since I was carrying a tremendous sum of money, my purse weighed about six score pounds, and the blow was enough to render him unconscious. 120 pounds? Miss Moon, you are a remarkably strong woman. Which is precisely why you were targeted. Oh, it's so obvious in hindsight. The thief bore you a grudge. No, it's more than that. He hated you with a passion. There sure are a lot of giant crates in Ul'dah, at the Weavers Guild, at sun-soaked tapestries, and here, too. Eh? These crates are everywhere, Sifwin. I wonder what's inside. I don't see how we can open. Ah, of course. I have plenty of explosives. Here, why don't you try it? It'll be fun. Yeah, hurling explosives. Explosives. Yeah, why not? What the hell? At the heart of every crime rests a single, unassailable truth, reached only by navigating a web of falsehoods and contradictions. Hearken to me now, as a shepherd leads his flock. I shall guide you to my irrefutable conclusion. A gladiator professes his feelings only to be rejected and physically assaulted in response, wounding his pride as a warrior and man. Resenting her prowess whilst recognizing his weakness, he carries out a more feasible vengeance. He robs Yellow Moon of her weapon, the Pure Heart. Inspector, we found the Pure Heart. These strange men sneaking around town in wooden crates had it. Is that what you think? We're not thieves. We're devotees. The Miss Moon is our sun and stars. We only wish to keep her safe from harm. And should she misplace an item from time to time, we'd collect it for safekeeping. Nothing untoward. You deviants behind all the thefts! All this time you've been stalking me. What nerve! Ah, such unbridled fury, such righteous indignation. We should be glad to accept a goddess's punishment. Goddess? Devotees? Ah, but of course! That I had you inspect those crates was a stroke of genius indeed! As I was elucidating but a moment ago, those fiends are obviously the ones responsible for the recent rash of weapon thefts, as those thefts were carried out by a single individual, you imbecile. Lest you've forgotten, the culprit is a duelist. He only claims his victims' weapons after defeating them in single combat. If your prowess of observation are as great as you claim, you should have deduced that those buffoons in boxes were incapable of such. I should know. I'm a reporter for the Mithril Eye. My name is Ellie, and I've been investigating these incidents for weeks. Inspector Hildebrand, gentleman investigator and agent of inquiry, I presume. You're looking well for a dead man. Would you like to meet one of the duelist's victims? I'll introduce you with pleasure. Would be willing to share such precious information with me? Your generosity is commendable, Miss Ellie. May this mark the beginning of a long and beautiful friendship. Yes, very good. The name of the man is... Huh? Where the bloody hells do you think you're going? I haven't told you anything yet. He just rushes off without hearing the person's name. I suppose, since you're the imbecile's friend, you intend to help him. The man you want to find is an adventurer named Humphrey. At present, he can be found at the Golden Bazaar. With luck, the good inspector may find his way there by the time you arrive. If not, then so be it. I wonder what will happen when he discovers that the victim is a perpetrator as well. A what? Perpetrator? Alright. Like I said, I'm kind of experiencing this for myself as well, so I'm probably going to not be commenting too much and just taking in the story. Hi, I'm Humphrey, and who are you? At last, I've caught up with you. You there, young sir. I'm told you are a victim of the marauding duelist. Me? A victim? Oh, amusing. You amuse me. True, I was challenged by the duelist not long ago, where he thought to find a well. You found a warrior of light instead. I defended my honor and my blade for. See for yourself. You mean you won? That's amazing. Huh. Well, it was nothing compared to what I faced in Cartano. Magitech to the right of us, Magitech to the left of us, stuck in the middle with Master Lu. We were. Of course, he was a dab hand with the old magic he was. I tried to save him, of course, but there's a limit to how many giant beasties a man can. That man is no warrior of light. Tell them, Elizar. Tell them how he lost and surrendered a sword that was not his own. Liar! Scoundrel! I trusted that bastard with me father's blade. Bid him take it to a smithy for restoration. Even gave him gil to pay for it. And he comes crawling back, sniveling and begging forgiveness for losing it in a duel. As if that's enough to set things right. Look at me, you bleeding whore son. Look at me! Me flowing golden locks are no more. I've gone bald from distress and heartbreak. I swear to everything holy that you'll face a reckoning if you don't bring her back to me. All right. You beat the shit out of me and took the old man's sword. I used the gil to pay the Kyurgeon. I have no idea where he or the sword is. What am I supposed to do, huh? I can't give him what I don't have, unless you help me find the sword. That's what you do, right? Help people? Have you no shame? First you claim a legacy not your own, then you beg others to help you with problems of your own making. You'll refuse this, man, won't you, Inspector? And what of Elizar's flowing golden locks? How will forsaking young Humphrey help the man he was wronged? We shall begin our search for the sword by questioning the people of the Golden Bazaar. Yeah, he's not wrong about that, I guess. Antique swords? I haven't the foggiest idea about that. That traveling merchant, Jajanpa, is the one you ought to speak with, assuming he hasn't left. That boy should be ashamed of himself, robbing poor Elizar of a priceful family heirloom. Just goes to show you should never trust an adventurer who claims to be a warrior of light. Thieves and tricksters, the lot of them. It may not be the most honorable solution, but mayhap you should consider giving Elizar a counterfeit blade. If the deception brings him peace in his final days, would it be so wrong? Elizar's sword wasn't much to look at, but at least it was authentic. More than a few collectors have been tricked into purchasing counterfeit relics. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of an ancient sword. At least not of one I can guarantee to be authentic. You see, anywhere as I determine to be of dubious origins, I immediately discard in the spring east of Camp Drybone. Although I have no swords for sale at present, I may have disposed of a uh, facsimile similar in design to the one you describe. This, this presents a quandary. Though I am loath to deceive an honorable man like Eleazar, a well-intentioned ruse may put his heart at ease, thus spurring the rejuvenation of his flowing golden locks, whilst we continue to search for the genuine article. Well, if there is a sword in that spring, it won't remain there for long. It's one of the more convenient sources of fresh water for the common folk in Camp Drybone. Just You should endeavor to be more optimistic, Miss Ellie, like me. I say we search the spring first before declaring all to be lost. Alright, it's over here. I don't know why they had like a huge blur effect over like the crystals areas over there. It's pretty distracting. You can see the blur effect in full use when you're in Mordona. It occurs to me that I have not fully recovered from my accumulated injuries. It would not be prudent to immerse my body in water. Not without first coating it with a... Oh god, it's this part. Oh. With a lateral application of salamander oil. That is. Indeed, for me, on an occasion, my dearest mother attended my childhood scrapes just so. You understand the importance of physical rehabilitation, yes? Then you can assist me by pouring the oil all over my body. Oh. Why? The body is but an instrument in the occasional need of oiling. So come, my friend, come and oil me up. This comforting scent as though I am a child in her arms. Quickly now, before it dries. Need the oil into my aching flesh. The pain multiplies manifold. Gently now, gently. Oh gods, oh gods, oh gods. Yes, at last. My muscles slacken and soften. The warmth spreads, and the pain becomes pleasure. I don't know how to feel about this, man. Right there, yes. Keep doing that, just like that. Just like... Yes! Now, once more, with feeling! Yeah, this is one of the more weird parts about it. Let's just say that. I do remember this part. It was like, what the hell am I doing? Never before have I received such splendid ministrations. Now then, into the spring. You as well, my good woman. Oh. Supposed to look for, like, 3 items. Alright. Muddy pebble. I found a pebble. You've been productive. Excellent. May I see what you found? No sign of the sword, Djumpa mentioned, I see. I'm all wet. What was that, anyway? Did something cause you to? Oh, it's a sword. Once again, my instincts have guided us to our quarry. That I had you search the section of the spring was a stroke of... Inspector, it's bad for you to have to conduct investigations in those clothes. I'll go to Uldon and fetch you some new ones. How thoughtful of you, Nashu. While you're there, purchase a few bottles of hair tonic for Elizar as well. A newest, most potent blend you can find. I think he was... I don't think he's gonna grow golden locks. Is it not wonderful, my friend? Soon all of Elizar's woes will be no more. I don't think that's how it works, but okay, we're doing him a good favor at the very least. Oh, I don't... It's not really a genuine article, but still. Whatever puts his mind at ease, I guess. Until we actually find the real one. As promised, I returned you your father's ancient blade. Aye, it is her. Every chip and scratch is just as I remember. God's bless ye, sir. I never expected you would go to such lengths for two strangers without thought of reward. Altruism is a rare trait these days. It's common enough if you know where to look. A gentleman recognizes the good in every soul and understands that none deserve to be forsaken. Spoken like a true gentleman, though your garments beg to differ. Inspector, I've brought your change of clothes. I also brought a supply of tonic from this peddler I met in Pearl Lane. Excellent work, Nashu. If it would be, just bring me that case. Inspector Hildebrand? There appears to be something lodged in my forehead. Could it be a missive from an adoring admirer? It's just bald head. He's just patting his bald head with the tonic. Oh my god. The author neglected to pen her name. I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Is that supposed to be flattering? No, it's supposed to be intimidating. A duelist wrote this. He's daring you to stop him. God, his face. A challenge? For me? Oh, at last, the curtain rises! Very well. If I am to duel the duelist, I must dress for the occasion! What the hell's going on? Just use this fucking shreddy head. Oh my god. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, accept your challenge. He's incredible. So bold, so majestic, just like a warrior of light. No, a gentleman of light. Oh my god. He is exceptionally something. Oh, Hildebrand, you look amazing! What the hell is... What? He got his hair back? Excuse me? Hildebrand. This is far from the strongest of swords. Blue skies and the rolling desert. How much longer must I seek the blade of legend? By the way, these are kind of high budget side quests, if you didn't notice right now. I say high budget in terms of animation more than anything. They don't have voice acting, unfortunately. It would be even more hilarious if they actually had voice acting with it. Probably. Hey, I know that spear. That's the one I found buried with the pumpkins. The pumpkins sort of remind me of, no, it's gone. Never mind. And there's the first set of, Hildebrand questline. Alright, what do I want to do? Like, I'm trying to decide how to tackle this. Do I want to do it all at once? Because it is very long if I do that. I think I'm going to handle them one at a time. So I did the first one. So I think I'm going to... I think I put it off a little too long. Because it gets a little samey. Like, Hildebrand's a good distraction from, like, MSQs, so... Like, it's a good, what is it? What the hell's the word for it? Not icebreaker, mold breaker, so that, like, the MSQs don't get stale, so... I'm gonna go and actually do the MSQs. Just a little bit of them. I'm going to intersplice Hildebrand in between the MSQs. Because I think I put off the MSQs for enough. I think I put them off for enough time. So, plus, the sooner I get to Heaven's Sword, the better. I want a tank. Why am I going in here? Plus, I would have, like... Also, I would have to voice act all of Hildebrand myself essentially, because I'll be reading it to you guys. And I want to break for my throat. Because I know, like, not like all quest patches have, not all the MSQ's quests have voice acting, but like, they at least have some to give me a little bit of a rest. My throat a rest. Sifwin? It pleases me to see you well. Do excuse me for interrupting, Sifwin. My lady. A gentleman from, Ijgana Exports has just left. Understand now why you don't want to receive him. You did well, Tataru. Please inform the guards that we will not be receiving any further guests this morning. Thank you, my lady. Huh? Ever since we defeated Gaius Van Balsar and destroyed his ultimate weapon, the eyes of the world have followed our every move, scarce remembering to blink. Where once we worked in secret with precious few friends and all too many enemies, we are now besieged by benefactors, each one more eager than last to offer us his complete support. A true embarrassment of riches. Of course, every promise of patronage comes with a price. Some make their intentions known from the start, while others endeavor to engage us more subtly. Just as how they will, the message is ever the same. We shall help you, but only if you help us. The gentleman Tataru spoke of was more brazen than most. In exchange for certain supplies, he would have us resolve a business dispute. Naturally, I refused him, as I have many other merchants of his ilk. Alas, the syndicate's overtures are not so easily rejected. When we formed the Signs of the Seventh Dawn, it was with the goal of serving Eorzea, not the interests of individual Eorzeans. Our neutrality is fundamental to our cause. In my heart, I know this to be true, and yet, if accepting these offers of patronage could empower us to do greater things, might they not warrant greater consideration? Our Baldessian colleagues have been generous beyond measure, but we cannot expect them to. Forgive me, I did not mean to burden you so. Yet my urge to share this dilemma may not be wholly misguided. When I impose upon you to consult the others, they are like to have their own opinions on this matter. Should we accept help or business with these merchants or not? I don't know. That's a tough question. Fortune begets power, and power fortune. That we, and especially you, have power is beyond doubt. The question is what to do with it. You may not be interested to know that there is a growing belief amongst the refugees that Alamigo could be liberated if only the Scions would commit their strength to the cause. Yet theirs is but one of many causes. We stand at a crossroads, Sifwin. Each path is paved with good intentions, but where they lead is far from clear. I've been receiving a lot of gifts lately, but Papalymo keeps making me send them back. It wouldn't be so bad, but some of them are really nice. I mean, very nearly abandon your principles nice, you know? None can deny that we would benefit from more support, but if it comes at the cost of our principles, neutrality was ever a delicate matter. I've lost countless of of the times I've had to explain to people of our allegiances, that our allegiances need not necessarily lie in the same place as our headquarters. Mind you, if we are to sell our services for Gale, we might as well declare our fealty to Ul'dah now and have done with it. I'm quite sure Ito would enjoy the bribes. 'Tis the power of the power. What the hell am I reading? 'Tis a lot of the powerful to attract the covetous. There's no to us. Chus. Covetous. As well as the needy. I have no idea what that means. Thus doth prudence dictate that those with power proffer aid with one hand, whilst the other resteth ever on their hilt. Alas, we have not the luxury of time to decipher our petitioners' machinations. Nay, not while the beast tribes do labor unseen, defiant in defeat to raise up their fallen primals once more. Doubt not that they shall return, stronger and bolder both, nor that we shall be the ones to meet them. This sacred town shall ever be ours. 'Tis but a pity that we are so few, and our fortunes so finite. Recall Jeez. Recall you our meeting with the Admiral shortly after the Lominzans sent word of the summoning of Titan. And mayhap you also recall my words to our host. I said unto Molwib that her people had broken their treaty with the kobolds, and that the beastmen had justly responded. That we had been called to intervene in a conflict which she herself had invited. I spoke in short the truth. Wherefore did I speak it? Because owing no allegiance to Limsa, I felt no compulsion to allow the Limsans to distort the facts to fit a narrative which does justify their actions and absolve them of guilt. Upon this subject, Minfilia can expect a similar reply. Our many dalliances with the city-states have already weakened our claim to neutrality, but the path she contemplates would see us relinquish it entirely. The situation is not wholly unexpected. I too have given much thought to our organization's future, though it would seem I have reached a different conclusion. Mayhap it is time I made my feelings known to the antecedent. Come along, Sifwin. Alphado? The Sifwin? Is aught amiss? You desired counsel, and you shall have it, Minfilia. The Sons of the Seventh Dawn must leave Ul'dah. You must do what? So long as we remain within Ul'dah territory, we will never be free to act with impunity. Moving our headquarters to Vesper Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. Surely you realize they are the reason Vesper Bay still lacks an Aetheryte. They know full well how beneficial one would be to our cause. Which is why it and other favors will be denied us unless we cooperate. If Ul'dah is no longer suitable, where would you have us go? Experience has taught us that the appearance of neutrality is is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of our great nations at arm's length and plant our banner in a place with which all agree to be beyond their borders. Mordona. Revenant's Toll, to be precise. It lies within neutral territory and offers all the essential facilities we require, by way of an additional benefit. It is also frequented by a veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am, of course, conscious of the fact that we have developed a certain bond with Ul'dah and her people over the years, but I truly believe this be the best course of action. As you yourself observed, we have invaluable ties to the local community forged through years of concerted effort. Ul'dah is our home. Afano. To cast aside everything we have built and start anew in that desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. The decision is yours to make, antecedent. I ask only that you recall the shared purpose which first moved us to found the Signs of the Seventh Dawn, which moved you to found the Path of the 12 ere that. We aspire to an ideal, and you and I, just as my grandfather did. That makes us more than mere comrades in arms. We are as much your family as... That will be all, Afano. I'm sure you have some familial affairs of your own to attend to. Your concern is most generous, but no, I have left them in the hands of men better suited to the task than I. I could not very well allow my personal affairs to come before the needs of the Order, after all. I'll just take money, because I already got better equipment. Cooking sherry. What? Buying the mince in white rind, fortified with grape syrup to increase alcohol content, improves its aroma, making it perfect for a variety of culinary dishes. Okay. That's the quest reward. They're giving me wine. Leave Ul'dah. Has it truly come to this? Oh, Sifwin. Pray, attend to Afano. He is engaged in some business or other and requires your assistance. Pray, be on your way. Afano waits upon you, and I have much to think about. Oh, and tell him he shall have my answer in due time. Oh, God damn it, I can't just walk out the frickin' door. Ah! Confound it. She knows what must be done, and still she hesitates. All because of these fanciful rumors. I should explain. Ophelia's mother, well, adoptive mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Philomin was her name. Though you may know her better as the songstress of Ul'dah. She was a performer of singular talent and much beloved by the people of Eorzea, not to mention a certain Charlian minstrel. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened, that her body was never found, only served to encourage speculation. Ophelia, too, struggled at first to accept the truth, but as Philomin's absence stretched for months into years, she saw that there could be no other explanation. Until recently, at any rate. For whatever reason, rumors have once again begun to circulate in Philomin's Flamins. Is that a Flamin? It's so weird to say, man. A Flamin is alive and well. One of our informants, Father Iliud, has sent word that a woman matching the songstress's description has been seen of late at the seaside resort of Costa del Sol. If we could succeed in tracking her down, I have no doubt that any worries that now plague Memphia's heart might be... what? I don't even want to attempt to assuage you. I mean to set forth for Lawnasay at once. Let us reconvene there and inquire with Master Gagaruju as to the veracity of these rumors. Cool. Alright, well I guess we're going to Coastal del Sol. Oh. Yay! Party time here! Where are those stinking company of heroes? I want to slap the shit out of them. Wasting my freaking time. There you are. You slap you! Get out of here. Am I on the right level? Oh, I am. Ah, oh sweet siren of the sands, my Makote muse, why have you forsaken me? The Titan's Bane, I mean, Sifuin, what brings you to my humble resort? You know, Lawman? You mean to tell me the goddess made flesh who dwelt among us until so very recently was the songstress of Ulda? Egods, woman. If I had known that, I would have chained her to my bedpost and never let her leave. Oh, for shame. To think that she now applies her trade for the riff-raff off to the west, or wherever she said she was going. It's a tragedy, I say, a tragedy! West, is it? Thank you, Master Gregoruju, for information. Your information will serve us well. That said, are there any rumors of places she could be? I shall begin my search by the docks and see if any witnesses might have some knowledge to spare. I'll be most appreciative if you could travel on to Wineport and do the same. I go all the way to... God damn it. I mean, I guess I could fly there, but... It's quicker, man. It's quicker to teleport. So I got a shit ton of money. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. You're not the person I wanted to talk to. It was you. Well, if it isn't Sifrin, the savior of Wineport, to what do we owe the pleasure? Ah, yes, we did receive a customer matching that description, which was a delight to behold. To give the woman her due, but her perfume was so ghastly I had no choice but to eject her from the premises, interfering with tastings. You understand. If she is your quarry, why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory perception is without peer. Given that I could smell the woman from a mile away, I dare say he could smell her from 10. Really? What? That's kind of mean. Yeah? You want to know if I've seen a Makote lass by the name of Flamin? I wish. I haven't seen a lass of any description, far for too bloody long. Uh, excepting yourself, of course. I see you have had many great adventures since last we spoke, Siflin. You must share them with me. Would you just fucking... Why? Why? No. The girl from a little while ago. One does not forget a perfume like that. So robust and intoxicating, it's simultaneously familiar. Reminiscent of a bloom native to these parts, in fact. I said as much when we spoke. She complimented my powers of observation and asked me where she might find some of the flowers. So I told her to follow the road south of Raincatcher Gully, then head east after crossing the second bridge. The flower which grow in the shade of the cliff have the strongest scent, you see. If you make haste, you may yet find her there. I guess I just gotta fly there. What? Oh, right here. Oh, I don't want to attack that one! Dang it! God, fucking alright. I'm in your debt, stranger. I do not realize my activities had aroused the Goobil's ire until it was too late. The oils can be used to make perfume, you see, and I... Flamin? I don't... Who are you? Whom do you serve? It appears you already found our woman. Consider me impressed, my friend. The songstress of Ulda, I presume. Minfilia, or should I say Acilia? What? Is looking for you. Acilia? You are the very picture of health, my lady. Yet the world thinks you're dead. I can only conclude that this was by design. The question is, why? Not everyone who endeavors to find me does so with the best intentions, child. You'll be pleased to know that I fully intend to reveal myself to Memphilia when the time is right. Oh, well that does please me, more than you know. But tell me, sojourns in the forest of Lana Sea aside, when exactly will the time be right? When I deem it so. Do you imagine I traveled all this way on a whim? As I was telling your associate prior to your intrusion, I came here to harvest these flowers for use in a perfume. Does that satisfy your curiosity, or would you interrogate me further? My apologies for the interruption. Anyway, now that we all have that which we came for, might we continue this conversation in a safer locale? Wine ports, say. You just freaking told off Alpha now. To be fair, he is kind of being rude, so... You don't say that. You don't try to be, like, force, like, things onto people that you don't really know. It's just not how you do things, my dude. This is not at all how I had envisioned it. I can scarce begin to imagine what emotions will go through Minfilia's heart when she reunites with her mother after all these years. You say my daughter awaits us in Vesper Bay, yes? I have kept her waiting long enough. Let us be off on the next ferry. We can finish fashioning the perfume along the way. Understood. Come with me. It would be my pleasure to escort you to the Waking Sands. Oh, they just teleport me to. Okay. Alright. Antecedent, you have a guest. Lamin? Celia. I haven't seen her like this in years, Sifwin. I never truly believed it when they told me you were dead, but what kept you away for so long? The Imperials came for me, as I always knew they would, and so I resolved to stay as far away from you as I could, lest their pursuit of me endanger you in our cause. I could not think of no better way to grant you the freedom to continue our work. And continue it you did, achieving things I would not have imagined possible. I followed your every success and celebrated in secret. I'm so proud of you, Asilia. I learned from the best. I have a gift for you. Solsetia perfume! You remembered! How could I forget? You wore it all the time. If ever I lost sight of you, I could find you again, just by following my nose. I did not think it was made anymore. You must have gone to so much trouble. It was no trouble to me, my darling. I fear I cannot say the same for Sifwin, however. I could not have made it without her. Thank you, Sifwin. Thank you both. There's something else. This is the cat's eye I found. All these years you kept it. My father was a member of the Alamegan resistance. When I was yet a child, he brought me here to Ul'dah. The incident which claimed his life happened shortly after our arrival. It was Lamin who took care of me then. She raised me as her own, taught me everything I needed to know to survive. I'm no stranger to the facts of your history, yet I fear I failed to grasp their implications. It is clear to me there is much I do not know, about you and your mother both. One of her first lessons to me concerned mining, and I was a very dedicated student. This cat's eye was the first stone I unearthed. It wasn't much, of course, but I was exceedingly proud to have found it nonetheless. So I gave it to Lamin as a gift. She said it was beautiful, but there I am at a loss. Why are you returning this to me? Is something amiss? No, Celia, nothing is amiss. Quite the opposite. I need you to realize how far you've come and how much further you may still, must still go. You and your allies have accomplished more than I could ever have hoped. You have succeeded where I failed, and made me so proud that words fail me. But even as I marvel at the woman you've become, and at all the many things you've done, I cannot help but think that which you have yet to do, and of what it may entail. Cecilia, daughter, you cannot stay here anymore. You and the Scions must leave Ul'dah. Lamin! You built it once, Cecilia. You can build it again. And this time, we'll do it together. Truly? Alphino, the time has come for the Scions to leave Vesper Bay. We shall establish a new headquarters in Revenant's Toll, as you proposed. Much work lies ahead of us. Inform our fellow Scions and send word to the students of Baldosian. Preparations must begin at once. Alright, well, that's done. Laying the foundation. Ugh. Unfortunately, I'm gonna call it a little bit early tonight. It's a shorter stream. I don't want to keep doing like 4-hour streams with no breaks or whatever. So, I'm gonna end up calling it a little earlier tonight. So, anyways, you guys have a nice manga reading, anime watching, game playing rest of your night. See you guys. Until then.